Dogs rolled into Marvel and ruined their celebrations for North. Celebrating 100 years, they said, you know what? We don't like parties, have this. Then the umpires got involved. Turned the kangaroos into angaroos. And they've got every right to be angry. The umpires rolled in there, took their pants down and said, have this. This isn't on Dennis. Dennis did as much as he could with that speech. The umpires went crazy on the Kangas.
Welcome back, you beautiful people, for Feel Good Friday, wherever you are and however you're listening. Thanks for doing footy with us once again. Before we get into Feel Good Friday, I just need to make I need to address a few things from the top.
Sure.
That have hit my desk, and the lawyers have said we need to. Now they use the word apologise. I won't do that, but I'll address it for sure.
Okay.
So to North fans, I left out Boomer Harvey as a Shinboning legend. So you should probably have got the same email.
I did think it when I was editing
Yeah.
it. I went, oh, how did we miss that?
Yeah, so sorry to Shane and his family, to all the North fans out there for that. And then the second one here, sorry to some of the elderly Tasmanians that emailed in. Now, I probably presume there's a few letters coming in soon.
Okay.
Given that it takes a little while to get over to the mainland, the mail. Probably see those ones in 4 to 5 months. But we got some emails from some elderly people who, they expressed that the whole, me asking the question of if a local talent from Tassie gets drafted, and they do have two heads,
Sure.
is that one draft pick or two draft picks? They didn't take that too well.
Yep.
So I can see why they're angry. Obviously angry at the stadium, now angry with that comment. And then also asking if that same talent was this child of a mother and a cousin, a first cousin, would that be classified as a mother-cousin pick and not a father, like similar to father-son,
Sure.
but surf that as well.
And to put on the record, you're not apologising for this, you're just addressing it.
No, God, no, I'm not going to apologise. No. I've been asked to maybe say sorry, but I just want to let everyone know that I've read those emails and those comments.
Okay,
And I think that's
approach.
close enough. I think that's close enough.
It's close. I don't know it's enough, but it's close.
But I won't be apologising that. So if you do have two heads down there in Tassie, have a great day. I've never seen someone down there. Well done. If you got two heads in Tassie and you're rolling around right now, have a great day. Have two lattes. Enjoy it. It's Feel Good Friday. So, Feel Good Friday. North celebrated last night in Thursday Night Football in primetime, 100-year anniversary, and all the stars came together. Good to see the Shinboners come together as one again.
God, I tell you what, McLaughlin did a phenomenal job not laughing once at Shinboner. I mean, I reckon he said it maybe 15 times, and I thought, how are you doing that? Yeah, that's a true professional.
Do we think now that everyone in the media knows what they're doing when they say Shinboner?
Surely.
'Cause it's low-hanging fruit for us.
Shinboner this,
Yeah.
Shinboner that, AFLW Shinboner, Shinboner this. I was like, come on.
A lot of boner awareness and boning awareness.
What's a boning awareness?
Boning.
A boning.
Yeah. Shinboning.
Sure.
I mean, that probably just leads into why Wayne was there. He was welcome back, the King.
Yep.
The King was welcome back. Has been there for a long time. Came back and was welcomed into the club with arms wide open. Celebrated 100 years
We'll sing it.
of North. The song?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know the song.
With arms wide open.
Under the sun. So he was welcome back, and then they wore their VFL pre-1925
Loved it.
Guernsey.
Loved it.
With the collar popped on it. How good was that?
So good.
That looked unbelievable. The gold and blue, gold bat blue.
On the what? On the...
Just the colour of the blue.
Oh,
It was great.
It was almost Honolulu blue,
It was
wasn't
very nice.
Yeah.
They had a nice Guernsey. Everything was going right for them last night.
Yeah.
It felt good. A good crowd was in early until we saw like the broader shot of the actual stadium and the top level wasn't full.
I have heard rumours that the camera people at Marvel very much know the two-tier angle that they can nail down, and it looks bloody good. But you get that one shot of the third.
I tell you what, 25,000 is a piss take.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
For their 100-year celebration, to celebrate everything that North is, the heart and soul, everyone coming together. 25K on prime time is
Should have
not
been
great.
a Friday, maybe.
Maybe. But it was all about them last night. Everything was going good as well until the dogs rolled in and said, you know what, turn these Shinboners into Flaccids. But pre-game, how good was Dennis Pagan?
Well, yeah.
Nah, Dennis Pagan was unbelievable. On play, didn't do anything for you?
Not
See you, doctor.
Not for mine. I think he lost his way. There was a couple Landis Dennis moments.
There was a little bit that where he take. I mean, pre-game he was taking it back to 1950.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I think what the aim of that speech was to give us something for 45 to a minute. When he wound it back to 1950, you saw a few players going, okay,
he was
we might
strapped
be,
himself-
might be here locking arms for a little bit. But after it, I personally looked at my nearest wall and said, Start calling the builders tomorrow because I'm about to run through it.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's play it now and see what it does for people.
Boys, it's a great celebration for the North Melbourne Football Club tonight. If you cast your mind back to 1925,
Well,
2nd of May, this side
1925.
played its first game in the VFL.
Yep.
They won by the last kick of the game when Johnny Lewis, our ruckman, kicked their goal and beat the reigning premiers from there. As we gone on, it was a real barren period for the next 20 years. North Melbourne were hit from pillar to post. But you know what? The people who barried for North Melbourne, who supported them, who played for them, were able to get up off the canvas and come to fight again. Probably a little bit similar to what you blokes have got to do tonight. But have a look. 20 years, got into the finals in 1945, got into the first grand final in 50 with
Big crew there.
Wally Carter, one of our great coaches, and Les Foote, one of our great players leading the way. Got beaten by Essendon, but it set the tone. We didn't have a lot of success in the 50s, played in the
can see what you mean
58 grand final, got beaten, preliminary final, got beaten by Collingwood. But then it came. 1975.
Here we go.
And those boys that ran out for 70 in 75, they were never beaten. They were hard, they were tough, they were strong. You've got to take a page out of their book. Really, you have to. The club went on, and there was a lot of great things that happened to North Melbourne in the 70s. They really grew and won 2 premierships.
Spat. Clean it up.
The 80s weren't a great time for the Kangaroos. We played.
A lot of downs.
It got into finals,
comes good.
went out very quickly. Then the 90s came along.
Here we go.
And we had a great team there.
Here we go.
Very similar to the 70s.
Wayne's
no one
losing it in the back.
intimidated us. We had a mantra, war without weapons. Everyone who ran out put his body on the line. I want to see you blokes do that
Here
tonight.
we go. This is a good bit.
You look at it. I had a look at Hawthorn last week, and I can tell you what, a lot of you blokes have got a bit to answer for. Tonight, you make sure that you're hard at the ball, you're hard at the man with the ball, you tackle and chase, you put pressure on your opponent, no daydreaming, just go for it, you and your best shot.
Yeah. Hey, I know it was a bit lengthy there for a bit when we went to 1925, but geez, by the end of it, war without weapons.
Yep.
I was ready to run through all, as I said. Mm-hmm. I think that last bit, if you're listening to that right now at your office, or if you're on like a trade site or going for a walk on an aeroplane, just look to the left and be like, I can do it. Yeah. I can run through that wall right now. Haven't attempted it.
Okay.
Honestly, everyone just attempted to run through a brick wall.
Maybe
right?
not on a plane, but yeah.
No, I'd attempt it.
Okay.
I'd attempt it. So I've also inquired if Dennis wants to maybe do a speech for the Blues tonight.
Oh, that's fair.
Here's people, because we'd need that.
I don't mind it. No, look, listening back, it's an 8 out of 10 for mine. I thought it was good, but there's a little bit of, I struggle when people say, look, hard, tough, strong, same word. It's the same thing. Chase, tackle, pressure, same thing.
Yeah. Hit him hard.
So it was, I don't know, but war without weapons is very good.
Very good. Well, they needed it because the first quarter it worked. Like first quarter, they did all that.
Well, first 2 minutes it didn't work.
Well, apart from the first 2 minutes, the dogs
then
hit
it
the
came
first two.
strong.
Then it came good. The war without
Yeah.
weapons. It sunk in then, and it was Nick Larkey.
Oh, man.
Channeled his inner Wayne Carey, became a dog. How about his first quarter? 4 goals, just was running right. Rory Lobb, defending him, was staring down the barrel of a delisting at halftime.
Absolutely.
Like, it never happened before in AFL history, but I think there would have been an option to be like, hey, do you want to delist him right now? Might have got a tick of approval.
It should have been 5 at quarter time.
That kick for 5 in the first quarter, where he was lazy. And he had a busted knee.
Yeah, well, poor bastard did so much. Like, you can let him off. Like,
Yeah. He did too much in the first quarter that he did a knee.
That's a game's worth
Of work that he's done in a quarter.
Yeah.
Then kicked another one in the second, got his 5, and then we didn't really see him in the second half at all. But he was good. He was really good. And North for the first half, they made a game of it. Like at halftime, we thought, finally, we thought was going to be maybe a bloodbath and the Dogs walking around Marvel very easily. It was a good game at halftime.
Yeah, it was.
And then the Dogs came out and just beat the brakes off them. So everything kind of went downhill post that first quarter. Halfway through the second, the Dogs came out and said, yeah, we want to ruin the party here. 50-point win for the Dogs. Didn't feel like 50, really. It was one of those games that, got away from them. It was probably, the inevitable was always going to happen. The Dogs were always going to do this. It was just about when do they want to pick the part of the game to just destroy North. And then it came. And North started dropping like flies. LDU gets knocked out early.
Yeah.
Cherry concussed. You see, Him falling to the ground with no pressure on him was scary. And they let him out there. They didn't like that at all.
That was there was a lot of chat about that. Like, get him off.
Well, Libero helped him up. I think English tried to help him up as well. And
Yeah.
like asked if he was okay because he just kept falling over.
Yeah.
So no one wanted to get him off the ground. The AFL doctors were there as well. The AFL doctors were brought to the games to stop that situation from happening. If they see something, they bring him off the ground. No one did anything. Apparently, he passed the concussion test after the game. Well, clearly he was concussed, then came good with it because I let him run around for a bit more, and then had the test. It was like, oh, I'm actually okay now because I'm past my concussion. So apparently he passed the concussion test. I don't know if he plays next week. And then at one point in the broadcast, you looked at the bench of North when everyone was falling over and no one was playing. The stationary bikes are there. It looked like a peloton in the Tour de France. Like, there were so many players. It's like every player was on a stationary bike.
Yep.
Like, one was at the front trying to stop the wind from getting to everyone else.
Yep.
Like, it was very much just literally a war without weapons.
Yes.
It was just a war with a lot of medical staff. So now North are potentially maybe screwed. Wardlaw, LDU, Sherry, Parker, Combin, Core, Archer, Darling, potentially Larky with his knee.
I mean, that's a good team.
That's a great team. That's on the bench.
Yeah.
Doing rehab. Great rehab team. Second half, as we said, all dogs. Norton, really, really good.
Yep.
My neighbour found some great form. He was sprinting like I've never seen him sprint all season. Marking everything, confident he's kicking. He got back to form. Darcy, as we've said before, takes all the pressure off him to just run free and play football. Sam Darcy didn't get near it in the first half. Still ended up with 4. Just demigod, of course. Libba, 250th. Really good. Really good. What a career, Libba. Have a great career.
Man.
Well done, Libba. Best
Getting
game.
better and better.
He is. Like a fine wine. Apparently, he may have led to this will be his last season, or next season will be his last season.
Yes.
In the post game,
Yes, he
he
did.
said, "I'll let my dad have the games record, but I'll take the premiership."
Yeah.
Everyone said, "Oh my god, Libba's retiring next
So you only
year."
need, what is it, 33 games, I
33
think?
games. Yeah. So he won't. He's gonna let dad have it unless he makes finals. I don't know how that works maths wise. It's too early for that. But best game of his career, they're saying so far, and data wise, 27 touches, 2 goals, 11 score involvements, 10 tackles, 7 inside 50s. That's a good career
Yeah.
for mine.
Absolutely.
Let alone a game. Like he's so unintentionally funny. I think he's hilarious. Like he doesn't even try to be funny, but everything he does is just seems to be funny.
Yeah.
He, BT, your mate, was down in the rooms after the game doing Robbing Brian, which I absolutely love. I think it's awesome he's down there doing that. Forgot that Shane Briggs was a person and a premiership player, and that he actually called the grand final. And then Libba and Shane's interaction during all this happening on national TV was hilarious. I'll play it here.
This must be an amazing. This must be. Who's this?
How are you, mate? Good, mate. How are you, mate? There you go. Who's this? Who's this? Do you know who this is?
I don't know what's going on here. Who's this?
I don't know. Hey,
Introduce
mate.
us.
How you going? Cousin. It's Shan.
What's going on? This is a weird sort of setup. Josh Bruce there as well.
So it's a weird setup down here.
Just drop Bruce into it.
It's awesome because the start of it, Shane calling Libba a sick cunt on national television is so good. Then Libba taking it down in an Italian accent. Oh, cousin, he's hilarious. He's so funny. Doesn't even try to be funny. So he's hilarious. And then he also proceeded to give our friend of the program, well, no, friend's the right word, but a person who we talk about on the program we can't really talk about anymore.
Oh, sure.
Was rocking a turtleneck.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not sure if after the game he had to go down to his den and keep putting together the plan to take over the world, but he was rocking a turtleneck and Libba didn't miss him at all, unintentionally once again.
Yeah, I remember running out for my old boys last game in 2002. I think I was 9 or 10, so there's some good vision of it somewhere, but I'm looking pretty average.
It's amazing.
And some gelled up hair, yeah.
Turtleneck's no good.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, mate. I just realised you're wearing it. Maybe for a grown-up, but not for a...
That's
sorry.
cold.
Yeah, the amount of laughing means that he's really hurt from it as well.
The more you laugh.
The more you laugh, the more. So I just want to put this out there, nothing to do with football, but more just the turtleneck world.
Yep.
Is it ever okay to wear a turtleneck? And what purpose is the turtleneck serving?
I've got an answer.
Yeah.
It's very much my domain. Firstly, I'll start by saying...
Is it?
Fashion, absolutely. When he rocks that look, I've got no issue with it, but the one thing I don't like is then on his feet, he's got like a really white pair of just like sneakers on. And I feel like if you're going the whole hog and you're going for the turtleneck look, you got to back that up with a really nice pair of Chelsea boots or something.
Yep.
You know, like really go for that sophisticated...
look.
London kind of look. I don't mind it. And then there's other ways of wearing it. Like if you wanted to go for like a tweed or like a more of a, like that inner north look with, baggy pants kind of image. I
Yeah.
can get that. It's just, for me, it was the shoes.
It does feel like wardrobe is just taking the piss out of him, as in this guy will literally wear anything we can put on a coat hanger in his room. So let's just keep messing with him. The turtleneck has to go.
It's a bit of Ron Burgundy.
It has to
he
go.
will say it, so
Yeah.
let's just...
It has to go. Lots happened down in the post game. It felt like more happened post game than actually on the field, because post game we got a new thing, nipple piercing.
Sure.
Watch. Riley Sanders might be rocking a nipple pierce. We're notoriously on tap watch. We've now entered nipple piercing watch.
Nip watch.
He might have a nipple pierce watch.
So talk to me. What did we see?
We saw interview Guernsey press against nipple, and what looked like, I don't have a nipple pierce, but what looked like this, I assume it's called stud or something, where the bar goes through.
Yeah,
Nipple piercing.
Yeah.
Unless he has two, or he could have two nipples.
Or on the one...
Yeah. You could have two nipples in the right chest.
Well, what I'm thinking is, though, if he does have it, there's no way he's playing with that on.
I mean, he'd be brave.
It's risky. So that says to me that it's semi-new. So what he's done is he's gone into the rooms, had the quick chat with Bevo, screwed it back in. Keep the hole alive.
That, or he's put some tape over it.
Could do tape.
And the tape still, because it's so tight, his Guernsey, it's pressed over, that he's rocking a nipple piercing.
Could do tape.
Feels like a Tassie thing to do. I think if you did some data collection, the biggest state, or the state with most nipple piercings, would come from Tassie.
Okay. That's just purely vibe, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know anyone else who's rocked a nipple pierce.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you know me.
Have you a nipple pierce?
Yeah.
Do you actually? Oh my God.
So there you go. 2 out of 2 Tasmanians, have got a... Yeah.
The data works.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, 100%.
So what's the thinking behind your nipple piercing? Just thought, fuck
Funny.
it. Yeah.
I wanted to get all the piercings I wanted out of the way. So we got ears done in grade 12 and then nipple piercing at the end.
Great. And to this day, still rocking one?
No, don't wear it, but I've got a pierce. So
great. So you can go back in when you want. Oh, you should bring it back.
Maybe.
You should bring it back.
Think of a special occasion.
Fair enough. Maybe we'll do mine as well. In my next bet, maybe it's a nipple pierce.
Yeah.
That would be ridiculous. But North are just, they were always going to beat up on here. They have some shining lights coming through. I thought Dawson down back was really good.
Yep, he was.
The first half on Darcy. Now, if you remember, casting mine back, he was drafted with a hickey. Come a long way.
Oh my
He was
God.
draftee in his draftee video, who had just the thickest hickey on the right side of his neck. Come a long way. Defended really well. Sam Darcy got off him in the second half, but you come a long way when you have a hickey on your neck. Mm-hmm. You get drafted. So he was good. I love Finbar Maley. I think he's becoming a new cult figure down there at North. He's going to do some games where he doesn't touch it at all, and some games where he'll kick 3 or 4 and mark everything. He was good. I like Cooper Harvey.
Yep.
Keep playing him. He did the old-fashioned kick into himself, had a full back as well. Haven't seen that in a long time. Kicked himself, then run it out of the square. So there's some stuff that they can work with. They're just so injured.
Absolutely.
They're so injured, and the Dogs are so good. They run so deep. Their midfield's ridiculous, and they were always going to get top of them here. Not a good night for the whistleblowers. Umpires had a bad one. People who say the free kick was actually kind of the same. There's only one difference in both North and Bulldogs free kick. It wasn't the umpiring. Anyone who says that or doesn't say the umpiring was bad, low ball IQ. It was really, and both ways. Even Doggies missed a few. Like Sam Darcy got assaulted in some of those marking contests, and unlike other players in the league, didn't turn around and throw a haymaker. So handled it really well.
So think about that.
Handled it really well. So I thought the umpiring was horrible.
Big one was the Bontempelli. What did you think of that? Was that
the chase down because he chased someone else down as well before that, and then got chased down.
Yes,
both were horrible. Both should have been free kicks. They were bad. You know it's bad when the chant bullshit goes around the stadium. And for 25,000, not a lot of people to do a bullshit chant. It was loud. Bring it back. I don't think it was really gone. It's very rare you hear it.
I've heard it at Carlton games a fair bit.
Have you?
Yeah.
That seems on brand.
Yeah.
You might hear it tonight.
Yeah.
I'll start one. Just with the Blues, though, and Vossi and the whole board. Bullshit.
I must say, the amount of Saints games I go to, I don't hear a lot of it. And then I will go to like a big Carlton game. I'm like, Jesus, is this the thing?
I'm big on it. I think we start bringing it and making it a real thing. If the umpire's going to be this bad and continue to be poor and miss things are so obvious that even the commentators are like, whoa, what's going on here? Then we bring back the bullshit chant.
Sure.
It's my favourite chant.
Okay.
It beats the Mexican wave. It beats Collingwood, obviously.
Yeah.
Just everyone in unison. Because there's 2 teams coming together and neutrals who don't go for any teams.
Well, if that is happening, that's
the best one. That's the best one. So that's the game. That's all my notes there for the game. That was just straightforward. North just have to hang on for dear life now.
Yep.
What have they got now? 7 games left. Jeez, that is tough. That is tough. I still want to know if Clarko's the guy.
I'm getting the vibe that he is, though.
You reckon they think he is?
I tell you what, when they were good last night, it was exciting footy.
Yeah, it was.
I don't feel like they're 100% that. I don't feel like they're that far away.
He hasn't lost him. I don't think he's lost
No.
the locker room yet. But I think some questions would be internally with North. Is he actually going to be the guy for us?
Yeah.
And who's available next year if we do want to make a move off him?
Yes.
But Bevo's very clearly the guy. He's the guy.
Oh, big time.
Which leads us into our buy and sell segment. What we liked at last night's game with SwiftX. SwiftX, Aussie crypto exchange, trade over 440 different cryptos, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. So I'm going to sell and buy here.
Okay.
First, I'm selling Caleb Daniel with halfback. I like Caleb Daniel. Every kick that he takes seems to me like he's trying to just laser a ball into an area that shouldn't go there.
Sure.
All the time. It just notoriously happens. And also, at one point, he was defending Sam Darcy.
Yeah, now that was... How does that work?
Why?
Yeah.
Caleb Daniel's 168 centimetres.
Yeah.
Sam Darcy's 208 centimetres. That matchup will never work. And I know that it got lost in the field of play and somehow he ended up on him. Stop that.
Yeah.
Stop that straight away. I can get the ball out of Caleb Daniel's hands. I'm not really sure if he can defend that well. I don't think if you put his highlight package together, he wouldn't be a lot of spoilers in it.
No.
There'd be a lot of kicking, like laser kicks for sure, and they're great. But now those laser kicks are coming to bite on the backside. So I'm selling Caleb Daniel off halfback. I'm not selling him completely.
Okay.
I think we're going to find another spot. Hey, half forward might work.
True.
It's a great kick.
That's
To
true.
be crafty around goals, that might be the place for him to go. But I'm selling him off half-back, selling him off defending anyone over 170 centimetres as well.
And
Even the
there's a
2
lot of
centimetre
them.
gap, that's a lot of height.
Yeah.
That's a lot. When you're 168 centimetres, that's a lot of height. So I'm selling the stocks of Caleb Daniel there, and I'm buying Doggies can win the flag wherever they finish in the 8.
Like that a lot.
I don't think it's happened in the... If anyone's ever won it from 8th, in like the AFL finals fixture era. But I think wherever they finish in the 8, they can win the flag.
Well, the good news is that I don't know if there's been an 8th, but the Dogs would have been the closest to it when they did
Well, they
win.
6th, weren't they?
Yeah.
They're so good. They're so good. They just don't give they don't give a rat's ass about defending.
No.
And I like that. It's just all that attack. You score a goal, we'll kick 3. You score 2, we'll kick 5. Like they just do not care. Even their defense is very weak at the moment. Their midfield beat you up, and their forwards are so good that they just want to attack. And I think they'll catch some teams off guard in September if they make September. That's the big asterisk there on them.
Okay.
Can be a team, but might not be a team.
Like it.
So there are buy and sell, and you can kick off your crypto journey today when you sign up and verify SwiftX. You'll get $20 worth of Bitcoin available for new customers only on SwiftX. Bit of news happening around the league. First off, before we start recording, you said that a Liverpool player sadly passed away.
Yeah, that rocked me. Diogo Jota and his brother in a car accident. From what we can see, it was maybe like a blown wheel or tyre that, and
Just
he was
driving.
Yeah, and he was he was on his way back to the UK, and whether or not, I don't know if it was the club or someone recommended him not to drive because of his injury. Not to fly because of his injury and was driving. And it's, I think it's about a year now since we had Antonio from West Ham was in a really bad car crash, and he's now he was in a pretty bad way, but he's coming back and is looking okay. And then there was former players like Arsenal's Reyes, but not kind of current serving prime of their career.
Yeah.
Have I seen something like this? It's just heartbreaking.
That's so sad. The Portuguese champion was driving with his brother, Andre Silva, when a tyre blew out of their Lamborghini, forcing it off the road. The vehicle became engulfed in flames and 2 men died at the scene. Man, Jota had been told to drive 10 hours to a Spanish ferry rather than fly to the UK. It said Jota had been given medical advice to avoid taking a plane back for training, but that was unclear when that advice was given. Thousands of fans gathered at Liverpool club's home Anfield Stadium as champions expressed their shock at the news. Doesn't make sense, said Portugal captain Cristiano Ronaldo. Man, that's sad. There's some photos here that are really tragic. Hey, rest in peace to him and his family, everyone who's involved with that. That's horrible. That is bad. That is really bad.
Got married 5 days ago.
Man, that's
Try and work that one out.
that's horrible. Life's precious. Tell someone you love them today.
Yeah.
Tell someone you love them. It really attack the day. You don't know when it'll all be over. Unfortunately, that's a tragic circumstances. So reach out to someone, team love them today. That's really, really sad. What isn't sad which is actually quite annoying me. Sydney voted Australia sports capital of Australia.
Yeah, what happened there?
That's a funny haha. Sydney? What has Sydney got going on? SCG, we spoke. Yep, Sydney, they're fun. We know that they've got the Let's Get It On round. That seems like it would be fun if you're single. Sweet Caroline's very fun. The cricket that goes there, I get that. That's good in the summer, for sure. Angie Stadium's a piece of shit.
Yep.
Origin, I like. I like Origin, but
What's the
outside
problem?
that...
They've got a sport that's only popular in 2 states.
League, yeah, well, a lot of league fans are saying league's awesome. And I guess league, Origin I do like. But Sydney? Adelaide would beat Sydney.
I think so.
Adelaide has Live.
Yep. Great call.
It has Live. It has Gather Round's massive there.
Clipsal. Tour.
The cricket, when it goes there, is way better. Everyone knows the Adelaide test is like the party test. That's where you got to have a good time.
I'm pretty sure like the Adelaide Strikers for attendance is like crazy up there in the world of regular attendance.
Anything at Adelaide Oval, amazing.
Yep.
As we know. So that would be, and then how is Melbourne not number one? We have a Coliseum that's right there. We sell it out most weeks, most days of the weekend.
Yep.
We have F1s are here. We've got the Aussie Open.
Yeah.
In the tennis and the golf.
Yep.
Then we have
well, we've got the NRL.
NRL's here.
We do have, the Rebels. I don't know if they get heaps, but we've still got it.
Everything's
we've got
here.
3 A-League teams.
Yeah. Everything's here. Everything's here. That's an absolute joke. Now, Sydney have done that.
Boxing Day test is bigger than the SCG.
That's the one. The Boxing Day, that's the big one. Literally. That's a joke. I want that. I want to recount on that.
I actually don't understand. And then you could even extend it out. I know it's not in Melbourne, but, Bells Beach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Around the corner.
Yep.
Like,
true.
Come on.
Give it to us. Give us a award back.
Yeah.
Sydney. Don't put it anywhere inside your little house or wherever. Give it back. Send it our way. You don't deserve that at all. Michael Walters retired from the league.
Yeah.
Have a career. Well done, Sonny. 365 goals. Played in their only grand final. All-Australian 2019 with 40 goals. In his prime, Sonny was a problem. Absolute weapon. If you look up his 2019 highlights, just a machine. Like up forward. I think it was a patch there where he was averaging 24 touches and like 3 goals a game. So good. So now he retires, and the only person remaining from that what was that grand final that played him?
Oh, she's 15, 14? No.
He was the only person remaining from their grand final team is now Nat Fyfe.
Yeah. And
on that team. And he did do his calf on the bench, which is impressive. So have a career, Sonny. Also down in Adelaide, this is bizarre. Brandon Zerk Thatcher's house almost burnt down.
Whoa.
A fire broke out, a suspicious fire where Zerk Thatcher's partner and him had to flee. They grabbed both their kittens around outside the property. So that's suspicious. The people who did it blew up his neighbour's car.
Jeepers.
Living next to a dealer or something, some kind of underworld figure. Unless Essendon fans got the wrong house. And have decided, round 17 is the round to do it. Or Crows fans, because the showdown coming up.
Exactly right.
That's scary. That is scary. If the car blows up and your house starts going up in flames as well, and you go, "Where's my 2 cats? I'm gonna get out of here."
Yeah,
that's terrifying. Terrifying. So, also something that might blow up tonight and actually catch fire would be the Loud House.
Oh yeah,
Blues Pies tonight. As we get close to the bounce, I am growing in confidence, which is dangerous for everyone there. I'm getting very confident. Any last minute changes in your mindset how this will go? I'll give you the ins and outs. In for Carlton, Mark Pitnet, Francis Evans, Ashton Moore, Harry O'Farrell, no idea, Matt Carroll, Lockie Cowan. In for Collingwood, Brad Maynard, Tom Mitchell, who's won a Brownlow medal, Roland Steele, who's new, and Will Parker. Out for Carlton goes Lewis Young, Alex Cotter, Adam Sard, Billy Wilson, Jack Silvani, Jordan. Okay. For Collingwood goes Ed Allen, Steele Sideboard, and Charlie West, Charlie Dean. Okay, I was confident before that thing, and now I'm a little bit less confident in the whole situation. There's also another game that no one's watching.
Oh, well, speak
Eagles
for yourself.
and Giants. No one's watching that game. Generally thought that both those teams had the bye steal. Big game at the Loud House.
Huge
game.
Good luck.
Go. I think we can do it.
Yeah.
I feel really good.
Yeah,
I feel
won't,
confident. No, I think, I generally, as I said before, this is a game that makes no sense. And because it makes no sense...
The only thing I'll say to that is I've said that about 6 times this year about the Saints. And I feel like every team that's on the down against someone they shouldn't beat, they'll go, I bet you, it's so Carlton, it's so Sydney, it's so St Kilda, it's so whoever.
Yep. Agree. It is. This is so Carlton. There has to be, in this round of upsets, which is top 9 v bottom 9, there has to be at least 2 upsets in here. 1 game's eliminated. Mm-hmm. So in the next, what do we got? 8 games there. Okay, that was someone trying to burn the studio down.
Yeah.
There has to be a couple upsets here. I think the first one's tonight.
I don't think there has to be, though. That's
Yeah,
the
it does.
Okay. Oh, it does? Okay, sure.
So you don't think that there won't be 1 upset?
I think statistically there will be, but there doesn't have to be. Like, these are all the best versus the worst, essentially.
Wettering came out and said that the boys will be up and about this week, so that gives me probably less confidence. Because if you say that you're going to be up and about, normally you do that. Like, you're just saying a bunch of words.
Well, realistically, you just should be. You don't have to say, no, don't worry, we'll be up for this one.
Yeah,
it's like, well, no. Like,
anytime you come out and tell the media you'll be up and about, like that's when I go, alarm bells are ready. Just be up and about all the time.
Yes, the assumption is you're very much already up and about.
And come out here. So I don't like Jacksonville. I feel confident. I bizarrely feel confident. I can't wait to get there and just... I will hide for sure if things start going south.
Are you going?
Yeah, I am. I'm making an appearance. Yeah.
I'm going to make an appearance.
It's dangerous. Yeah. It didn't work last week, but I think if I get to the ground, my presence at the Loud House.
Well, yes.
I think that's a different type of energy. The boys will know that I'm up there somewhere behind the glass going, oh yeah, there he is. So that's what I'm thinking. I'll be there. I come over the full lap. I'm sure everyone will be very nice about it in the socials after.
Oh, yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Things won't go wrong. So that's going to be a good night there for me. What's on this weekend? Saints play who?
Vikings versus Wizards Saturday night. I've got that. I've got a sake festival.
Excuse me?
A sake festival.
Fuck yeah. Does that involve?
Sake.
Sake.
Do you know what that is?
The Japanese drink.
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's on, I think, at the convention centre. So
it's like a sexpo thing or something.
Well, after enough sake, I think you'll find it can be.
Sake in the sake? Oh.
Yeah. No, I'm going with my mum, so let's
okay. Well, yeah, they don't want to.
So looking forward to that, man.
Great.
And I think I'm going to go to Lygon Street for dinner. So I'm not going to the game, but I'll go to Lygon and just breathe in the atmosphere.
It might burn down.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone's going to vandalise anything.
Well,
what did we say point-wise when things will start going south? We reckon 50 points?
Well, I said to you that if you get beaten, that's to be expected to some degree. But 100 points, hypothetically, how does anyone come back from that?
I think so. This is
or is that crazy? Like, is it 70 points?
I've come back around. So I think Vossi's going to hang around because they would have made a move already. If not,
yes, there's no real point.
There's no point now. But I think someone in the building will get sacked. And the sacking margin is 55 as like an open market.
Sure.
Now we're starting to look at maybe sacking someone to like 100.
Yep.
I think it starts at 55-point margin where they think about it. And every time we get a point close to 100, like closer. 75, someone's getting their ass sacked for sure. And then 100 is extreme, multiple people. Yep. That's the window of sacking.
Yep.
And I think as Blues fans, you'd be very angry. I'd be happy with a win, yes. Just play well, yes. 10-point loss, yep. 4-goal loss, yep. 6-goal, now I'm angry.
Yeah, sure.
That's the margin of that's the scale. So
Good
we'll throw ourselves into it. Good luck to it. All right, everyone, go forth, enjoy your week, enjoy your football as well. Thanks for doing it with us. We'll be back to unpack it all on Mondays, Overreaction Mondays episode. Enjoy, guys. Get around it.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.